I pretend I'm asleep around my boyfriend. Started 6 months ago when I crashed at his apartment after pulling a double shift at the hospital. I'm a light sleeper, always have been. Comes from growing up with two younger brothers who'd sneak out at night. So when he got up at 2:17 a.m., I woke up instantly. But I didn't move, just kept my breathing steady, eyes closed. He grabbed his phone from the nightstand, stepped into the bathroom, and locked the door. My stomach dropped. I'd been with my ex for 3 years before this. Same pattern. Late night bathroom trips, locked doors, whispered phone calls to the girl from his gym. I lay there frozen, listening, heard the shower turn on. He was in there for 23 minutes. I watched the clock the entire time, counting every second. When he came back, he smelled like Irish Spring soap and mint toothpaste, kissed my forehead gently, whispered, "Love you," and got back in bed. I didn't sleep the rest of that night. The next week, I stayed over again. Set a silent alarm for 2 a.m. on my Apple Watch. Waited in the dark. Same thing. 2:14 a.m., bathroom, locked door, shower. This time I heard him on the phone through the door. Couldn't make out the words, just his voice. Low, serious, almost leading. My best friend told me I was paranoid. Said not every guy is your ex, but I couldn't shake it. The pattern was too familiar. By week 3, I started checking his phone during the day when he'd leave it on the counter. Nothing. No Tinder, no hidden Instagram accounts, no suspicious texts. His last call log showed his mom, his boss, and Domino's Pizza. But those 2 a.m. trips kept happening. Every single time I stayed over, like clockwork. I started testing him. Would pretend to be in deep sleep, even fake little snores. He'd still get up, still lock himself in that bathroom for 20-30 minutes, sometimes longer. Month 4, I noticed other things. He'd flinch when I touched him unexpectedly, had dark circles under his eyes most mornings, started making excuses for why I should stay at my place instead. My apartment's closer to your work. You sleep better in your own bed. I have an early meeting tomorrow. Each excuse felt like confirmation. He was hiding something, didn't want me there overnight. I started showing up unannounced, brought takeout on random Thursdays, suggested spontaneous sleepovers after movies, but he always had a reason why I should go home. Last night was supposed to be different. We'd been dating for 11 months. He'd planned this whole thing, cooked my favorite pasta, bought the expensive wine I only get on birthdays, had candles everywhere, even cleaned his entire apartment, which never happens. After dinner, he got down on one knee, not to propose, to ask me to move in with him. Had a key made and everything, silver with a little blue tag that said home. I said yes, but inside I was screaming. How could I move in with someone I didn't trust? That night, I set my watch alarm again. 2 a.m. Waited. He got up at 2:03, bathroom, locked door. I couldn't do it anymore. Got out of bed, walked to the bathroom door, and knocked hard. Babe, I know you're in there. We need to talk. Now. Silence. I've been awake every time for 6 months. I know about the calls, the showers, all of it. More silence. Then I heard something that made my blood run cold, sobbing. He unlocked the door slowly, sat on the bathroom floor in just his boxers, phone in his hand, absolutely destroyed. You've been awake? I nodded. He put his head in his hands. His whole body was shaking. I could see goosebumps on his arms, water still dripping from his hair onto the tile. I have night terrors since I was a kid. They got worse after my dad died last year. Way worse. My throat tightened. I wake up screaming, drenched in sweat. Sometimes I think I'm drowning or burning or being chased. The shower helps. The cold water grounds me, brings me back, and I call the crisis line my therapist gave me because I can't let you see me like that. He looked up at me with red, swollen eyes. The first night you stayed over, I had one of the worst episodes in months. Woke up punching the air, thought someone was attacking me. I was terrified I'd hurt you in my sleep or scare you away forever. So I started setting an alarm for 1:45. Would wake up right before the terrors usually hit. Deal with it alone in the bathroom. He showed me his phone. Crisis helpline. Last call 47 minutes ago. Call duration 18 minutes. I thought if you moved in, I could get better about hiding it. Maybe sleep in the guest room some nights, take melatonin, something, anything. I didn't want you to think I was broken or damaged or too much to handle. I sat down next to him on the cold tile floor, put my arm around his shoulders. For 6 months, I'd been ready to accuse him of cheating. Convinced myself he was sneaking around behind my back. And for 6 months, he'd been protecting me from his worst pain. I don't think you're broken, I told him, grabbing his hand. I think you've been carrying this alone for way too long. He's starting intensive therapy next week. Twice a week sessions with a trauma specialist who deals specifically with night terrors and PTSD. I moved in yesterday, and last night when he woke up at 2 a.m., I woke up with him. We sat in the bathroom together, his head on my shoulder, until the terror passed.